I guess this is gonna be more of a recap of Mexico rather than Brazil, because Brazil is not yet. We'll do one next Friday, I guess. Okay, let's begin. What do you, overall thoughts on the Mexico Grand Prix?
My other overall thoughts is that Lando Norris, a absolute outstanding near perfection performance from him. Three purple sectors in Q3 second run. In the race, he was super dominant, winning over 30 seconds, the biggest margin of any wins in the race this season so far. Super dominant. I mean, he led the turn one in the first lap, and he was miles ahead. Considering Mexico turn one is always difficult, and we obviously saw that with the four cars being wide and this Verstappen what he was doing, etc. So super dominant performance for him, and obviously leads the championship now. I think he's the favorite for the championship now. I think Oscar has not been no, not that great recently. He had a poor start. Yeah, he managed to come back to P5, but at the start, I think he lost like two positions or something like that. So, yeah, I think Norris, with the way he's performing right now, I think he's in a better state and a better condition to win the championship than Oscar. Oliver Behrman, brilliant performance. I mean, the way he was going wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen. I mean, for a rookie like him to go to be that brave against a full-time world champion like that, absolutely fantastic from him. And he was fantastic, brilliant performance from him. Finishing fourth. At some point, he was going to get a podium, but very good performance from him. Yeah, and obviously at the end, the virtual safety car, like it ruined it with the two potential overtakes between Max on Charles and Oscar on Behrman. I understand. Yeah, science stopped, etc. Maybe you want to take out, and there was smoke in his car, so maybe you want to bring out the virtual safety car. But there's like 201 lap to go. I think they should have let it go because I remember in Monaco Fernando Alonso did a similar thing, and they never called for a safety car, and that was like 50 laps or 40 laps to go. So why they didn't do the same thing? I really don't understand. But obviously the battle between Hamilton and Verstappen. I don't think Verstappen deserved a penalty in what he did in turn one, lap one, because he still gave the position back to Hamilton. Although what he did was quite, yeah, chaotic. But as you would expect that from Max Verstappen. But then his battle with Hamilton deserved a penalty, that's for sure, for cutting the chicane and gaining an advantage. But before that, Verstappen did a similar thing, and he didn't get the penalty. So yeah, some of the strange decisions from the FIA as well. So yeah, that's my overall assessment of the race. Great performance from Lando and for Oliver Behrman, and obviously some shenanigans and some weird decisions from the FIA towards the safety car and the battle between Hamilton and Verstappen.
I would say overall, I have the same opinion. If I'm gonna be honest, I missed out on the start because I mistimed it. I thought it was 12, but it turns out it was 11 instead of 12. So I woke up at 11:50. But I think like I missed out only the pretty crazy start. But thank God it only lasted for like 5-10 laps. But I think I missed out on mostly on the dull part of the race where it was boring. But the end, I woke up for the end. It was really good. Like the end was really good. Yeah, I think the FIA are just being ridiculous with the safety car, the VSC. I mean, he was safe. He was behind the barrier. Even if he was smoking, he was behind the barrier, and any marshal could reach him easily without interfering with the race. Like for example, that Liam Lawson incident with the marshal. No, like crazy. How that should have been a safety car or something like that. No, that is a VSC, but signs behind the wall and in a safe position, no, that's a VSC. It doesn't make sense. There's the FIA. It doesn't make sense at all. I definitely think Lando now has the edge over Piastri, but I think this will benefit Piastri as well. Having this shoulders of being a championship leader and being in the front position, it's pressure on you mentally. You're thinking, oh, I have to stay ahead. Now that the pressure is off, Now that the pressure is off and he's not thinking about maintaining the championship lead I know I know it's something. It might sound weird, but I think this might help Piastri a little bit. It's gonna ease off pressure a bit. Being a championship leader
I
has pressure. Being the ch- being first in the standing does have its its pressure on you as a driver. What and I also one thing also gotta say is Piastri said it himself. I personally think there's something with the car. He said it himself. He extracted everything out of the car. He said this was one of his best laps ever, and he's still 4 tenths off. Like we already know that McLaren are favoriting Lando bit. Like there has to be something in the car. The car. You can't tell me he lost all that pace in the span of like 4 laps. I must say it again. I think it's something to do with the suspension. I think they gave him the newer suspension that was meant for Lando Norris. It was meant to help Lando Norris, and once it went on Oscar's car, Oscar himself said, "I'd rather stick with the old suspension." They probably ended up forcing him or told him, "We have to for future upgrades or stuff like for our newer upgrades, you have to go with this newer suspension." And once he switched to the newer suspension, he lost all his confidence because this is ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous.
uh,
Also,
look.
I wanna let me talk about the rest of the recap. Oliver Berman,
Go on.
absolutely a great race from him. He was able to hold off Russell for so much for so long, like for at least 10 laps. We had to hold off Russell, which is good, knowing that you're in a Haas and Russell's in a Mercedes. Also holding off, fighting with Max was also good. Yeah, Oliver Berman might have a really good end to the season. He did have a bit of a rough patch in the middle, where he was not getting the, where he was crashing, not specifically crashing, reliability issues, car issues, penalties, etc. But it happens. Every rookie has their dull period in the middle of the season. I think Hadjer is also having that. But
Yeah.
overall, I think it was a good race. Like 10 out of 10 in my personal opinion. Maybe I missed out on the start, but it was a 10 out of 10. The ending was really good. There was a lot of you could say overtaking. Also, the Hamilton
What did
situation.
you think of the battle between Hamilton and Verstappen?
Honestly, first of all, Verstappen just decided to he decided to not take turn one, or not I mean yeah, he decided to cut turn one and absolutely go on, and then which definitely did not help him, and then he ended up getting tangled with Hamilton. Honestly, I think Verstappen deserved his penalty for going off track and gaining an advantage. That's not allowed. You're not allowed, and Hamilton as well. Some people would say he got pushed off, but he did lock up and go off track.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's a deserved penalty. I know people said, "Oh, he pushed him off." Oh, no, he locked
Yeah,
up. He locked up trying to defend, and he went he went off track. It's he gained an advantage. That's a straight up penalty. uh, that's good from the FIA because they gave if they gave both Verstappen a penalty for going off track and Hamilton, that's being fair. You cannot blame anyone for that. And I don't know. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, you were gonna say something before I interrupted you. You're gonna say something.
it's no, it's okay. I have two things which is related to what you said, and one I want to say my own. That Lando, I think Lando Norris, the way he obviously after the race he got booed,
Yeah,
and the way he responded to it, I liked it.
yeah,
Listen, I don't listen. I don't support Lando Norris, but the way he responded to the booze was fantastic. He was like laughing, and he's like, I'm gonna ignore all of this, and he likes sour sweets, and I think that's very good for him. And I think what I noticed from Lando Norris is that for the last couple of months, he's been like creating a siege mentality, me against the world kind of thing. You know, he's been saying in press conference saying that I have nothing to prove to anybody. The media can talk crap or whatever they want. You could feel that he started to be a bit more aggressive, and especially for what he did to Piastri in the first lap in Singapore, even though it was, you could say, too much. But he responded well. He's had so many situations go against him this season with the mechanical DNF, with so many bad pit stops, with the repercussions that McLaren assumed, etc. And he's responded fantastically well. And I think he's doing what Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Ayrton Senna, and Michael Schumacher used to do, which is create a siege mentality. And, and listen, I don't support Lando Norris, but if he wins this championship, oh, the whole world is gonna explode,
Oh,
and
yeah, this is gonna be a
the,
madness. It's gonna be crazy.
the whole
Honestly,
world is gonna explode in madness. It's gonna be like a World War III or something,
yeah, yeah.
because.
If you thought Verstappen
But
winning the
but
championship,
listen, I think.
if you thought Verstappen winning the
Mm,
championship was crazy and the LF cult was going madness in 2021, this is gonna go even harder. This is gonna cause World War III, as you said. As I said, I was gonna add to your booing point. I think, oh yeah, his response was great. I honestly think his response was great. I think Lando has matured a little bit. And another thing, it's ridiculous. Even as a Piastri fan, it's ridiculous from the Mexican fans to just boo him because of Monza. Yeah, it's not Lando's fault. It's the team's fault. They're the ones that told Piastri give the position back. You cannot boo a driver because his team told another driver to move out of the way and he can overtake him. And it doesn't make sense. And it why are we going back on the past? The past happened. That race is done and finished. It's gonna be in the history books, but it's done and finished. Why are we still stuck with that? Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, disrespect. Honestly, it's just disrespectful from the Mexican fans. I'm sorry.
but like Christian Horner said before, the higher you rise, the sharper the knives. And now, Lando's rising, and the knives are very sharp on him.
Yeah, if he wins the championship, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna cause echoes in Formula One. I know some people are gonna be really, really mad, like really mad. Not even pissed. Like, I follow this guy. I stopped following him, but there was this guy on Twitter. His name is Citrus. He hates Lando. This guy would absolutely go crazy, like crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's very telling. It's very telling with the way people act, and I have two things to say to what you said. One, to Piastri, the pressure of being the championship leader. Yeah, I kind of understand that pressure of being the championship leader, but listen, if you want to win the championship, if you can't deal with it, if you can't deal with the pressure of being the championship leader, then I'm sorry, you don't deserve to win the championship.
yeah,
Because I remember Verstappen for the most of the season in 2021 was leading the championship over Lewis Hamilton, who's a 7-time world champion, and he still dealt with it and still won the championship, even though in the end was a bit controversial. So I
yeah,
don't buy that much of an excuse. But maybe I think Piastri might get better though. Because if you look at the next tracks, I don't think Vegas is gonna do well because McLaren they usually struggle. But I think Qatar and Brazil, it might be 50-50. Might be because in
yeah.
Brazil he's
There's rain.
decent,
There's rain. Can I say
and
something?
also in, yeah, and
Uh,
there's rain of course,
yeah, rain
and then there
100%.
might be rain.
It's
And in
eighty
Qatar,
percent.
and in Qatar he's usually strong.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's raining. It's expected eighty
Yeah.
percent on the 3 days for Brazil, which is uh, which is gonna be good
Mm.
for Verstappen. Lando's
Yeah.
is
Verstappen,
also
Romo, he
Lando's
likes to
also
do it
not
in the
great
rain.
at. Lando's also not the best at Brazil. Like, last year, especially in the rain, he struggled in the rain. Last year he struggled a lot. I think a lot of drivers
Um,
struggle at that track in the rain in general because the
yeah,
elevation
of
does not
course,
help,
of course.
and it was also torrential last year.
Yeah, of course. I completely agree. And it's over 71 laps, which is very, 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 very tiring.
Yeah,
So.